Namaste. My name is Louis Zimmerer. I'm International Meditation Master. Today I want to speak our childhood holds us back. Things is over. In the first 7 years, we let in everything unfiltered. And if our parents are abusing us, we let this unfiltered in us, and so we think bad about us. There's also one point, this was from 500 statements from our parents, only 37 are positive. Okay. So, the worst thing is even our traumas. The traumas in our childhood are the biggest hindrance to get the life what we want. This means for relationship, for the sex, for making money, for everything. But it comes even worse. 80% of the people who are coming from parents with money problems will have the same money problems. This means also we overtake the unhealthy habits from our parents. And now comes a society and a religion teacher, and they say we should be thankful for our childhood and for our parents and so on. But if we idealize our childhood and our parents, we never can change our life. And guess, mostly, I think nearly 95% or 99% are idealizing their childhood and their parents. And so they become the same failure like their parents. So, in any case, your parents have tried their best for you to grow you up, and they had sacrificed so much energy and money and love in you that we should be thankful for our childhood in any case. In this point, I agree. And now comes the contradiction. If we don't work on our childhood, then to change our life will be very difficult. And to get rid of a trauma, I can show it you with a EFT, half hour I need, finish. And you cannot sacrifice this half hour to get rid of your trauma. And with hypnosis, I can do it even without that you feel any pain. And not only me can do so, there are millions of therapists who can do the same thing. Still, people keeping idealizing their childhood. So I had the fortune that my first guru was Osho or Bhagwan, and he said we have to face our childhood and the traumas to change our life. And he had created the best groups, he had the best therapists in the world. And I went there and so on. And so I could change my life. But then there was again a small episode. There was a manager, and he could make out of everything a joke, or out of the biggest tragedy in such a group. And the therapist said, wait, do you have time, Sam? Do you have time? He said, yes. After 3 or 4 days, they said, okay, there was a Japanese girl who said, what do you think from him? And she said, very honest, this guy is making all the time a show, but deep inside of him is so much sorrow, I feel that. And she was so damn hard. After many years, the manager cried like a baby. No? She had done it in 5 minutes. So I was also in the group at all the time the worst case. Okay. And then the therapist asked, do you know anybody here who is honest? And do you know who doesn't make any show? He said, sure. This is Rudy. And so I could change very rapidly my life and could become happy and could get all the things what I wanted. So then, even then, people think this is not true. So many generations of psychologists said we are the product of our childhood. And on the spiritual part, it looks so. Even I could give you the best meditation techniques in the world, and even I believe so. Okay. Everybody should be convinced what he is doing. Okay. Nothing would happen to you because you cannot connect to the God, because there are too much traumas that hinders you to connect with the God, with God or with the divine. You have to get first rid of your traumas, and so on the inner part, there's calling you have so many egos or layers in front of your heart that hinders you to see the Lord, the divine, regardless how you express it. No? You have to get rid of them. Get off your egos, all the traumas is the same, okay? There's no difference. So I was in many ashrams and I saw many gurus, and I saw nearly no inner growing. And it was so easy to point it out. If I would send them to one great, awesome, wonderful group, how you call it, within 14 days, they would be on a higher stage. And so they never could go on a higher stage or will go because they're afraid of psychology. They think all the time they are right and all the other people are wrong. And this is because of their childhood, because they want to idealize their parents and so on. So that's the goal. Goals are the biggest obstacle, because we should love our parents and so on. You can do so, but you have also to forgive your parents. If you don't forgive your parents, you cannot love your parents. And if you idealize your parents, you don't love your parents. Does it make sense? Okay. Thank you that I could speak to you, and bye.